Well, I thought New York was very different conditions to Halifax, much lighter winds, a little bit steadier, but still plenty of holes around and some tidal differences there on what was, an incredible backdrop. I mean, pretty cool to be sailing around in an F50 on New York Harbour like that. So yeah, I thought I was impressed with actually how the whole fleet dealt with the conditions. Sort of looking back to events earlier in the season in lighter airs, I thought in general the boat handling for the whole fleet was very good. And for our team, I thought they did a really nice job in those tricky conditions, particularly getting off the start line, which has been a struggle this season. We've had our ups and downs getting off the start line, but certainly a big step up there, and then sailing the boat well in terms of the boat handling, the performance, and also putting the boat in the right place around the track. Any SailGP event, when you make the top three, I think is a really impressive performance. So great to be in there. I know they would have loved to have done the repeat from Halifax and won again, but the Kiwis really nailed that start, getting the leeward end of the start line, and the Canadians above them. Really, that was the lead at Mark 1 was who was the furthest down the start line. All three boats did a really good job on the time on distance. And from then on, the Kiwis did a great job of defending, sailing the boat fast and defending, and we couldn't really get a look in. We had, I think, maybe a sniff at the Canadians at one point, but really wasn't the opportunity to come through. So yeah, all things considered, a good result, and looking forward to improving on that, trying to get again into that top three in San Francisco and another strong finish. I think it's been a really positive period for the league, with some of the announcements of the new teams coming through, particularly with the Brazilian team announced just ahead of New York. We know there's some really exciting announcements in the not too distant future, and then the growth of the viewership and the social media following and posts on the back of such an iconic event like New York. It's really bodes well for the future of the league, and it's impressive to see the work that's been done, and I know there's not just in terms of number of teams, but other really exciting initiatives coming up in the not too distant future.